My goodness gracious. Woo! Champions of Europe, lift your trophy. Yes! Okay, well, hello everyone, welcome to BayernNow, the ultimate Bayern Munich fan channel. Last time I checked, we're still champs of Europe. We're European champions. We're the best team in the world, in the whole wide world. We're not done though, we're not done. Liverpool apparently taking Thiago from us, so I'm just going to take one of their songs. Woo! Let's go. Give me the beat. Oh, we've conquered all of Europe. Ooh. We're never going to stop. Ooh. From Paris down to Wembley. Ooh. We've won the effing lot. Ooh. Your pancakes and Kramer. Ooh. The lakes of Tegernsee. Ooh. We are los supporters. With Mia San Mia. Ooh. Ale, ale, ale. Okay, that's enough cringe for today. I love singing, man. I love it. But man, champions of Europe, Kingsley Coman's goal is the separator on the night. Bayern Munich go on to win the 6th Champions League title of the club. You know how important this Champions League is for us? Oh my goodness. It's so big. It's been 7 years in the making and I still can't believe it. My back feels like absolute crap. I'm tired from all the shouting and I stayed up very late watching and trolling, as I call it. But it was a lot today, man. I absolutely loved it. My energy levels are gonna be dead this video this show, because school, man. Classes since 7:30. You know how annoying it is to sit in front of your screen and just to be on a Zoom call? Oh, it is so boring. Oh my goodness. They had all this time to figure out a tangible system to do this online school thing. And they did the worst. I don't need to go on a rant. I don't need to do all that. But seriously, we're champions of Europe. We are the best team in Europe. Stick with flick, sticky flick. Stick with flick, sticky flick, sticky flick. Because he's a panda and he likes to hug. No one got that yesterday. No one got it. I asked the question. Do you guys get this? No one got it. So that's why I was singing that song. Stick with flick, sticky flick. Okay, well, seriously, we're champions of Europe. We're champions of Europe. It's an absolute accomplishment for Bayern, because if you look at our entire season, we had some issues at the beginning. We had some doubts even coming into this game. I remember watching Bayern versus Marseille and I was like, oh, why are we playing so boring? And then we just went on this incredible run, and I think this is the greatest team to ever win the Champions League. Kingsley Coman, you can put your head up. You know, in the game, I thought his overall game was very poor. He had so many situations where one decision, he's in. He always made the wrong one. The right one he made was the Kimmich cross. And let's talk about Kimmich, man. What do we do with that midfield now? Because Kimmich is a world-class right back. You know, this is the same problem. And that's why I want Kimmich a right back, because all his strengths are just so well utilized at right back. That cross, he doesn't do that cross from the midfield, playing so deep. The goals he gets at right back, further up the pitch, we don't get that as much from midfield. I don't know. Kimmich is so good. His delivery on the cross is amazing. This guy has 4+ goal contributions in the last 4 games. No, 3 games actually. My goodness. Or is it 5 now? It is 5. Kimmich has 5 goal contributions in the last 3 games since the Chelsea game. And that's crazy. Actually, 5 and 4. How crazy is that for a right back? That's world class. Those are some incredible numbers. The Gnabry goal coming out from that right back. I don't know. Kimmich is such a world class right back, man. He's world class in every position. You know, I love right back Kimmich. I love him. You know, he would have been my son with Leon Goretzka and Niklas Süle if he didn't move to midfield. Because, you know, Thiago's in there with Goretzka, so I can't back Kimmich unless Thiago leaves, which looks a little bit likely if Liverpool can pay the money that Bayern want. Bayern won't be like, you know, that club that's like, 50 million? No. We will stand our ground. And yeah, I think that's the situation. Champions of Europe. And we always talk about the big opportunities that arise from that. I don't know a single player in the world that we can't just say, hey, you want to come to Bayern? And they say yes. I don't know any players that would say no to that. I think it's just vindicative and it's a byproduct of winning the Champions League, because, I don't know, players would naturally be like, oh, I need high wages. But if you're going to a club and you're going to be winning the Champions League and competing and winning trophies, and you have as good of a manager as Hansi Flick, we can attract anyone we want. we can attract people. We can definitely get players that we want. We can get anyone. We can just think upon it and it shall happen. Leroy Sané came without us, being real favorites for the Champions League. In my opinion, Sané became a Bayern player in August 2019. Ever since then, he was a Bayern player. And then we just announced it in June. But, you just get that attraction. And I think the Champions League for us, for Bayern specifically, is so big because it's just the real attractor. And I think for every club, winning the Champions League, I think Liverpool would probably say the Champions League winning team was everything was so much better. Winning the Champions League brings so many good things. It means better deals. It means players want to stay and just keep going. It means players want to play for the manager. And Kingsley Coman, so proud of him. I will be the first one to put my hands up and say I criticize Coman. And people were saying I should apologize to him. He scored an important goal, yes, but I don't judge players based on one 90-minute game. I judge them on their entirety at Bayern Munich. I judge them on everything. So I don't think it's something that I'm going to sit here and be like, come on, I'm so sorry I called your crossing crap. I'm so sorry I called your passing inconsistent. Because, it's true, right? If you ever criticize a player and they prove you wrong, you can say, oh, you proved me wrong. In that instance, Coman headed a goal in and he proved me wrong that I thought he couldn't head the ball, and he did. I thought he couldn't arise at the moment. He did. But his overall game needs a lot of work, and he needs to definitely put his head down and work hard. Everyone's bulking up in our squad. I mean, you're seeing the pictures on Instagram. You're seeing them on Facebook. You're seeing them on Twitter. You're seeing them on YouTube. You're seeing all the pictures of transformations. Leon Goretzka went from looking like me to looking like me in the U.S. Army with guns. I don't know, man. I just think we have that about us. We have the physicality. And Goretzka, ever since he got a little bit of muscle, he's not getting injuries as much as he used to. So that's something huge for us. I think it's always very important for us to have players that are very, very strong physically. So, we're the first team, by the way. I think everyone pretty much knows this. We're the first team to go unbeaten. This is the greatest run ever to a Champions League final. I think this team has definitely outdone the 2013 team. And it's crazy because that 2013 team was also incredibly good. So, this is the same, 4 of those players were in their starting 11. So you're looking at it, and all of a sudden, even Lewandowski was starting, except he was a player a year after that. But we had an incredible run, man. This season is really a testament to how good Bayern Munich can be going forward. You're seeing the form we have now. Müller, best midfielder, attacking midfielder in the world. That's him. People keep De Bruyne. Look at what Müller has actually been doing in the Champions League. People like to say these other players, but they don't ever look at it. We have good mids, even if Thiago leaves. If Thiago leaves, we'll miss him and his quality, but we won't miss him as much as, we're not that club where, Bastian Schweinsteiger leaves and 30 years later we finally get a player that's close to him. Thiago will leave and we'll just get someone that looks exactly like him and plays exactly like him. It's just how Bayern are. We're well run, and I like that. If Thiago leaves, good luck to him at Liverpool. Liverpool are probably the best club that I'd want him to go to if I could trade with any club. I wouldn't want him going to City with all that oil money. Liverpool are actually a morally good club, and I actually very much like Liverpool. If you could tell me, hey, George, what's a club that you don't mind? It's Liverpool. It's definitely Liverpool. So good luck to Thiago if he goes to Liverpool. I don't think I said it before and people were like, what? I said we don't really need Thiago in our team. People are like, well, we want Thiago. Every single player in that squad is a luxury because we can always replace them. And, a lot of teams, look at Manchester United, they still didn't get a replacement for Cristiano Ronaldo. And Sancho, after 10 years is their replacement for Ronaldo? It took us 1 season to replace Bastian Schweinsteiger with Kimmich. Actually, no, 2, because Kimmich really, actually, no, 3. Oh, actually, no, Bastian left in 2016. Okay, actually, it took us 4 years to replace Bastian. I think Kimmich is Bastian's replacement, right? Or Goretzka, I don't know. I don't know. I really like the fact that we don't struggle with players. And winning the Champions League is just really going to be so good for us. I mean, if you're a player and you want to join a club, you're going to think to yourself, who won the Champions League? Is it Real Madrid? Real Madrid always attract players because of their Champions League triumphs. Not because people just like this Real Madrid dream. If Real Madrid were 5th in La Liga, still, have their 13 Champions League, no one want to play for that team. But if you're winning the Champions League like Bayern did, and it's such a huge deal, it is a big deal for us. 7 years without winning it, without getting to a final, and then you do. We have broken a lot of the records to get here. We're the second scoring team of all time in the modern era as well. Look at the end with less games than Barcelona's team did. So we're better. We just have one goal less. One less of a goal. I think we're the greatest team to ever win it. I think so. We broke everything. All the records in one leg knockout rounds. I think that's incredible. We scored 8 against Barca. People are saying, well, Barca were crap. What kind of crap team concedes eight goals in the Champions League? Unless the opposition is just ruthless. And we were. We had more chances than that. We utterly dominated this tournament. Hopefully next year we have Sané and he can come in. I can't wait, man. This is we're going to keep talking about this Champions League triumph until the next Champions League restarts and we keep talking about it. But now we can go on and do something special. I want to see us get to at least the semifinals next year. That means the final, by the way. I want to see us because nothing can stop this team apart from us. I always keep saying it. This team is a machine. And, well, it's also really gifted. I think we have some really good players. World class. Like Liverpool's team, for example. You look at them and you're like, I wouldn't take Henderson. I wouldn't take Fabinho. I wouldn't take Wijnaldum. I wouldn't take anyone apart from maybe Van Dijk. I wouldn't really take Salah over Gnabry. I wouldn't really take Firmino. Oh, no, hell no. Why would I take Firmino over Lewandowski? You look at Liverpool's team and there's so many players in there. I wouldn't take Alisson over Neuer right now. And you look at it individually, their team is not like gifted like the Galacticos of Real Madrid, where it's like some of the greatest players to ever play the game playing with each other. Their team is a machine. It works. Their system works. Alexander Arnold, I wouldn't take him at Bayern. He would be crap. Defensively, he wouldn't work with us because he would need a lot of crosses to do what he does, which is good because he works in Liverpool's system. And that's fine. People think being a system player is bad. But our system, we have a really good system. Our rotational play. Look at Kimmich. Kimmich went into the midfield. Gnabry cut it back. I think Gnabry cut it back to Muller. Muller laid it off. And our 3-man in the box thing with Goretzka at the edge of the box, guess what? It was a great goal. Kimmich with a great cross. I think our team is so complete. The talent there, we have a great system, but we also have an extraordinary amount of individual talent. And bringing in Leroy Sané is a huge addition to the team. It's a big one. Pavard back to right back next season. Well, I mean, if Thiago leaves, then yes, he should go back to right back. I don't see why not. Who's going to replace Thiago? I think they won't buy a replacement. It's kind of unfortunate because Hansi Flick won the Champions League and I still get the feeling in my heart that they're not going to give him everything he wants because they'll maybe be complacent. And this is the same thing we did in 2013, after 2013, and we did it for 7 years where we do very well. Or, we get to the semifinals and our board just think, okay, next year we can get to the final. We have to stop thinking like that. You know what Madrid do so well? They get to the final, win it, they strengthen, they sell a player. They just got rid of Casillas, and as much as people didn't like that, they won Champions Leagues after Casillas. They do it. You have to be ruthless. You have to continue to strengthen, and that's the whole purpose, the whole point of this. And Sané is definitely a huge addition to that. Man, it is. I think that's it. We can't continue, acting a little bit complacent because that's complacency kills, and that's it. I don't think we'll, I think we'll be in a final again very soon. Next year, I don't know. What Flick has shown me as a manager, I was thinking about that game tactically, how we approached it. I kept, when you're watching the game, when I watched maybe Dortmund play, I tactically analyze it because I don't care who wins. I just want to see a good tactical battle because I want to be a manager someday. But when I'm watching Bayern, just because I care, I want everything to be a goal. I want every pass to be perfect. But what we did so well, we sucked PSG into one side with all their midfielders, and then we'd switch it to Davies. It was a very good tactic. I think it was very good. Hansi Flick, again, showed his tactical flexibility because we don't really do these switches from fullback to fullback or midfielder to fullback with a long ball. And we did it a lot. Davies got the ball a lot, and he kept driving at the PSG back line, which is very good. We also, I kept saying it, stagger the lines. We did it. Kimmich went into the midfield, I think. He passed it to Gnabry, Gnabry to Muller, back to Kimmich, ball in, and it was a goal from Coman. That's how we scored that goal. Tactical flexibility, positional fluidity, and that's it. I think Flick, for me, won't be just a one-trick pony. That's it. I love that about our team. We are so rotational, even more than a Pep Guardiola team, where everyone can play anywhere. Total football, literally. But I think we are the new version of total football, where, Goretzka can become a center back. And we saw Davies become a center back. Alaba goes to left back. And we've seen Thiago go to left back. We've seen Perisic go to left back. And then Davies is a winger. We've seen Davies become a midfielder. And then Goretzka's behind him as a left back. And Thiago goes to right back. And Kimmich becomes a winger. And Gnabry becomes our right back. Or becomes our midfielder. I don't know. That's it. That's positional fluidity. And people are like, well, they're only just going to rotate. No, but that's not it. As a defender, you almost want to know exactly who you want to mark. If you're seeing Lewandowski 1 minute and then 2 seconds later you start seeing Thomas Müller in front of you, you just get different problems, right? Lewandowski wants the ball to feet. He doesn't necessarily want to be hoovered up to and then he has to hold it. Right? You do the flick on, you win a lot of headers, but he doesn't really want that type of ball, that type of pass to him. So as a defender, right, with our positional fluidity on the flick, you're having to be so much on the edge. You're having to constantly be thinking about what you're doing. You're having to doubt yourself. And I love that about our system and the way we play and go about things. By the way, leave a like on the video. We're almost at 30 likes. That's going to be huge. To be honest, it is okay if Thiago leaves. I really want Pavard in right back and Kimmich at DM. I have no problem with that. To be honest, City has more depth than Bayern. It's not about depth. Because City are buying more and more players, and to us, it's like, why don't we do that? That's not our way. I don't think we should be buying more players. In fact, I think we should just have enough depth, 2 players per position. You don't need more. Man City have all these different players, and they keep buying and spending money. That's not how you win a Champions League. You win a Champions League by having 1-11, one system, and trusting that system till the end. Did Zidane buy Galacticos every single season? No, but he won 3 Champions Leagues in a row. You can question it whether or not he did it accurately. But Zidane won it, and that's because he stuck with his system, he stuck with the same players, and even coming back, he brought Marcelo in, slowly brought Mendy in, and that's it. I love what Flick does. I love the fact that we went against PSG. Our line, for me, felt like we were playing even higher. But I don't think we dropped back. If you looked at how we pressed, it was so intense. We pressed even higher than we usually did. And that stopped Paredes from getting on the ball and breaking the lines like he did against Leipzig. Julian Nagelsmann figured it out at halftime. With PSG, you don't let them just have the ball because they do have line-breaking passers. Verratti's in. He can break the lines and pass long, and he's pretty much their Thiago. But what we did was we just press. Goretzka, press. Goretzka's on the left. Thiago goes out to the left and Goretzka's on the right, and it's the pressing that worked. And whenever they switched sides, we always had a fullback ready to go. Alaba has the vision, the flair, the ability to hit bang shot. You just said that all crazy, and he's still a great. Yeah, Alaba played well yesterday, didn't he? I think that's a positive. I think Alaba won't be that type of center back that people envision in their heads. He's not Van Dijk. He's not going to be just a pure defender. For us, he's so crucial because of the way we like to play the ball in between the lines. He's probably our best line-breaking passer. He is. He's the best in Europe. I think I tweeted it out. He tops every single chart for progressive passes into the final third for center backs, of course, and also ball progressive runs per 90. He tops all the charts. That's it with Alaba. He tops Van Dijk. He tops every single center back. He's not necessarily the pure defender that Lucas Hernandez, Niklas Süle is, or Boateng without the pace. He's not that type of defender, but what he is, he's a progressor. He's basically Franz Beckenbauer, maybe just not as, of course, not as good as Der Kaiser, man. No one's going to be as good as him any day soon. But yeah, that's it. That's what you have with Alaba. And I think with him, you get a really good partnership. I don't think we'll be taking Alaba out of the team. I think, you know what? I mean, we keep talking about all these other things. And the truth is we won a Champions League with the same team. So I expect no differences, no changes, because this team is special. I said it in the reaction. This team is special. These players are special. This manager is special. This is a team that can go on and break the record and win back-to-back trebles if they want to. Everything we want, we can do it. I don't think there's a single team in Europe that can stop us. You know, people keep bringing up Liverpool. You think Liverpool's midfield is going to deal with all the movement in between the lines? I rewatched that Liverpool game. It was just us parking the bus, being scared to play out of the back, and constantly passing sideways. Imagine now we're progressive passing. Imagine a happy Thomas Muller. You know, you're going to have a real task if Liverpool or anyone wants to play us. And we'll see who we play going forward. And I want to see some things with Flick, though. I want to see him try out some new formations. We tried a 4-3-3, and it worked very well. We tried a 3 at the back with Kimmich it worked. I don't know. Is that, something that we could look to do? Because I want different solutions in game. Let's say we're 1-0 down, Champions League away game. It's the 70th minute. We need to win. We need to draw, equalize. Or what do you think about the rumor that Messi might join Bayern? I don't care. So if you think about just simply everything that we do in the final third, the movement is amazing, and we'll see. I want to see Flick, like I said, try different things. I'm here. Well, there goes SKB. I want to see Flick try different things. I want to see him try different systems, different tactics, because he did, and he has. 3 at the back, we've tried it. 3 in midfield, we've tried it, and they've all worked, and I want to keep having it happen. Excited to see Tolisso next year. There's a reason we bought him. He's better than people give him credit for. No, I don't think we should be saying to anyone that criticize anyone. I'm the first to say I have criticized players. Even Lewandowski, I criticize him against Lyon because I expect him to be scoring those chances. I even criticize him in this PSG game because he missed things that Lewandowski should score. And that's normal. But he had a very good game in both. And that's something I will always acknowledge. And it's fine to criticize players. That's what this channel is about. Not necessarily criticizing players, but having a real opinion about something. Because if you want to watch someone not criticize players, you could just watch Bayern's YouTube channel. That's definitely the case. They don't even get excited for us scoring goals. It's just claps. I'm gonna jump around because I actually really care about us winning. But for them, it's like, they gotta say, we tried everything, so they're not gonna go over the top if we miss a chance like I would, because I care that much. So that's just something there. Criticizing players is not wrong. You can look at a player's game and judge it. I was looking at stats, and Lukaku has the exact same stats as R9 did in his best season at Inter Milan. You think Lukaku's better than R9 then? No. Lukaku's not better than R9, but stats and all these things show you Lukaku is better than R9. And that's just not true. R9, Lukaku doesn't even he doesn't even smell R9's farts. That's how far away R9 is. He doesn't even see his stupid haircut. He doesn't see it. Romelu Lukaku is one of the worst strikers I've ever seen, apart from scoring goals, which is good for a striker. His hold-up play is crap. His dribbling is crap. His balance is crap. His pace is good. His power is good. But as a footballer, I'd rather just have someone like Patrick Schick over Romelu Lukaku every day. You'll get less goals, but you get better link-up play. That's why I love Lewandowski so much. He's not just some goal scorer like some people think he is. People think he hugs the box. No, do you see the amount of work? He goes out wide, gets the ball. He made Thiago Silva with an incredibly weird tackle. He makes these annoying runs, and he always tries different things, and he has this incredible first touch, and that's it. That's beautiful to watch. That's why there's a video called Robert Lewandowski When Football Becomes Art, because quite frankly, this guy is a very good footballer. He's probably the most complete striker, in my opinion, of all time. I don't think there's a striker that can dribble, score consistently. He's so good, but people are only going to say it in maybe 5 years. they're only going to really start giving Lewandowski the credit. You know, people like to compare him to Benzema. He scores more goals than Benzema. He also manages to get himself more consistent performances. He also scores, you know, the amount of openers Lewandowski scores. And that's just another thing. Winning the Champions League. You know, the amount of people that now respect Lewandowski and they can never say, oh, but he never did it. He never won the Champions League. No one cares now because he did. And someone said, you know what? Oh, my goodness. So, people are stupid. Not you, not anyone watching this. But unless you actually think what I'm about to say here. Someone, I think it was a while back, I was arguing with someone on Twitter in my typical fashion. I don't like arguing anymore. It's boring. I just discovered how useless it is to argue with someone I can't even see on Twitter. But I was arguing with this guy, and he was trying to tell me that Bayern Munich, having Lewandowski and Xabi Alonso buying these players, doesn't mean anything because they'll win the league anyways. What? That's the dumbest thing I have ever heard in my life. What do you mean if Bayern didn't buy Lewandowski? And so how would we, you know, that's like cutting off your arm and saying, oh, but I can still walk. No, but you just got your arm cut off. That's just not how it works. You know, that's like, you know, going up to your baby, right? Your baby's like 5 years old. Pow! Smack that baby in the face. They go blind for the rest of their lives. And then you say, oh, this baby has a bright future still. No one cares if they're blind. Oh, well, it may be true that they have a bright future, but you just blinded them. What if an opportunity comes by and they can't see it? Literally. That's what, you know, that's how people sound so stupid. And someone was saying that Robert Lewandowski, what important goals did he score? What do you mean, what important goals did he score? You know, what do you mean? You know, and the most important thing that I love about Lewandowski is he's always a threat. I love how this show turned into Lewandowski defense team, but we don't care. I love it. I love talking about Lewandowski and defending my players, you know, especially players that get disrespected so much despite being so world class and being the best in their position for so long, yet no one wants to acknowledge that truth. And it's a fact as well. He's always a threat, Lewandowski. You know, if you're a center back, you don't want to play against Lewandowski. You want to have a great game against him. You know, they did at PSG. Marquinhos. I said exactly what I said. Lewandowski, for that cross for Coman's goal, he's literally right there. Kehrer has to focus on Lewandowski because he's like, this guy has scored maybe 10 headers this season or something like that. I have to be on him. Lewandowski had Kehrer right there. Coman was free. And that's the threat that he brings in the box. You know, that's just it. Well, Alex Hammer with the big super chat there. Biggest super chat. Will Kasi play and get chances next season? I think we'll start talking about next season more and more. But I like the fact that this season is finally done because we actually put the cream on the cake. Yes, that's the word. The cherry on top of the cake. We won the biggest and most important competition and trophy for Bayern Munich. So I'm happy with that. So I think Tanguy Kelsey will be a big player for Bayern next season. And there's talk that Boateng could go. So Alex there, very good question. I hope Kelsey can get his chance. He will be a starter for us in the next 2 seasons, depending on where. We have a lot of solutions. So if even Alaba leaves, we have Lucas Hernandez, Kelsey, Niklas Süle. I mean, we have options. But I think if Boateng leaves, we still need another center back. I think so. I think there's defensively, you know, as a defender, you're going to get injured. Look at how Boateng look at how Niklas Süle and Hernandez got injured around the same time. And we had to bring Boateng and Alaba to left back. And coincidentally, that made us have the best left back in the world, and we wouldn't have known. But we can't say ifs and buts. We can't say, oh, let's just not get strong enough depth so we can just give a youngster an opportunity. What if they're crap and that they lose confidence? And they would have been good if they had players around them. So Tanguy Kelsey will definitely play. I think he's the kid looks so world class. That's why PSG had a whole tantrum for about 2 weeks with us getting him. He upset them because I watched this kid again with just his minutes with PSG. Flawless center back. His positioning, his just intelligence, reading the game. I don't see that many center backs do what he does, and people are like, "What are you talking about?" Tanguy Kelsey is just a normal. No, it's just the maturity. Alphonso Davies plays like he's 25, been playing for 7 years, and this is his 7th season. The maturity, right? the years, but he's only 18. Tanguy Kelsey, he plays like he's 28 and has all the experience. Because people always talk about, oh, young players, they get so rough. This kid is composed. He doesn't rush anything. He's long passing. He's already the perfect package. He just needs to be molded and, gain the experience. So I hope Tanguy Kelsey can come into himself next season, because it's very important for Bayern. It's very important from us for him to do so. There is a petition going around for Lewandowski to, get his, little Ballon d'Or, which, I hope he does. I hope he does get the Ballon d'Or, but it's not a care of mine. I've gotten away from the habit of saying, oh, this will happen. I said fans would be in the stadiums, and they weren't. So we constantly, well, no one's going to say bless me, bet. Just because I said that, they're all going to go, bless you, George. You didn't want to bless me. This ain't a wedding. There we go. Pavard is low-key really amazing, more because it allows Kimmich to play at DM, which is beautiful to watch. Pavard hasn't played for 45 days. You want him back at... there was a lot of... how world-class Kimmich... I'm telling you, this guy has 5 goal contributions in 4 games. I'm telling you, Kimmich at right back is broken. People keep talking about this guy, Alexander Arnold. Hey, Arnold. No, this Kimmich guy is on a new level. So, yeah, it is what it is, though. I want to see us try new things. Next season is going to be very congested. We're going to need a lot of rotational play. You can't keep playing, of course, we did it in the Champions League campaign because, the players have the adrenaline. The players will get tired. And if we're going to play our same starting 11 the entirety of next season, we're going to get some big injuries at some very congested times, like when the knockout rounds of the Champions League potentially come back. And finally, look, as much as I love our Champions League campaign, the one thing that it's the fans, man. I feel bad because imagine you were a stadium-going fan every single day. You were going, you loved it, and now we got this stupid virus, and yeah, it's very unfortunate. I feel bad for the fans that would have been going to the Champions League final, or just it was their lifelong dream to go to a Bayern game. It was my dream. I was gonna go to Turkey if we made it to the final. Imagine if we did and won. I would be vlogging, and it would be crazy. It would be a great experience. But I feel bad for them, and hopefully next season, as much as I want us to perform, I actually want fans in the stadiums more than I want to see Sané play. I want sha la 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 Bayern Munich. Apparently the DFB have a very good plan to get fans back in the stadium. So yeah, I can't wait. I need those fans back in that stadium, because for us, look, those are the people that push the players. If you watch how they Bayern, it goes around the entire stadium, and if you're a player and you're playing bad, all of a sudden, if you do something well and the fans are cheering you, you're going to get this feeling of, I got to do this now. And that's what we need. We need that from the fans. We need that energy back in the stadiums, back in the Allianz. And it's so good that we won the Champions League. And I hope they organize a whole ceremony and people can come in and win that. And also, next season is going to be huge for Lucas Hernandez, because he's a player that I really like. I like him as a person, his character, his ability to wind people up, just exactly how I am. He's the guy to put a trophy on his head and to do this and then do this, and then do this. He's just funny. So I hope he can have a very good game. So yeah, I don't know. I hope he has a different type of game, man. I hope we can have a nice little Lucas Hernandez season. I don't know. I think people are forgetting that we're going to have maybe 3 games in a week next season at certain points with international breaks put in there. Players are going to get tired and they're going to need to get rest. So we're going to need to do a lot of rotational play. And that's going to be good for us. The reason why I'm saying that's going to be good is, we don't want to bring in Newbell. Well, not saying we'll rest Neuer. I don't think Neuer would be getting rested. But Newbell could play some really important games. Not important like that, but you know what I mean. But I think people really are forgetting just the fact that, first of all, we're injury FC, right? And, people think we're only going to play with our same team. No, we're not. We're going to rotate. It's going to happen. Sane would come in, Coman would come in, and we're going to make sure we keep our players fit. And then, I mean, if we're in the Champions League knockout rounds, and that's if we win our group. Imagine we win the Champions League, and in 2001, 2 years later, we're in the Europa League. Oh, that would be crazy. I'd love to win the Europa League. just for funds. I'd love to win it. Can Bayern just relegate ourselves to the Europa League? We would win it, of course. Like, it'd be... we could just... that'd be funny if we just won the Europa League instead of the Champions League. That'd be hilarious. And then people are looking, Bayern have 30 European Cups. 20 plus Europa Leagues. I don't know. Can we catch up with Real Madrid's? No, I don't think we'll be catching up to anytime soon. Our board would go crazy if that happened. Yeah, Flick's getting sacked. Hansi's getting sacked if he gets us into the Europa League. Yeah, it won't happen. It's safe to say we can get Havertz now with that. No, it's not happening, man. Kai Havertz is gone. He's at Chelsea now. Chelsea player. Romano pretty much said, here we go. He said, soon, here we go. And that's pretty much him saying, here we go. So there's no I mean, me saying that 14 seconds ago, he said Thiago Silva to Chelsea, who's a good center back, so he's going to do well there. I mean, experience is important. So, Kai Havertz, Hansi wanted him. We know that. We know he wanted Upamecano too. So we'll see. I mean, if you look at how we play our high line, Upamecano would fit. He'd basically be like Boateng, but just prime Boateng with pace. And that's it. And the ball carrying. Upamecano is also in that same chart with Alaba for ball progression, progressive runs. And that, what if Hansi was planning on Alaba leaving? I don't know. At some point, I don't know what we do with Alaba. Are we going to... He looks to me like... I wouldn't mind us selling Alaba, by the way. He won the Champions League. I said it. I wouldn't mind... Actually, there's not a single player in that squad where if they wanted to leave, I'd be like, no! I mean, not really. Even Thiago, I'm like, he wants to leave. Good luck to him. And that's just where I'm at. I'm just at a situation where my mind's made about any player. If you want to leave and you feel it's good for your career, I'm not going to be like, no, stop you. If Thiago wants to leave, then if the offer's right, because he has a year left in his contract, we damn sure don't need no money. I mean, we don't even spend it back. That's the saddest thing ever. But if he wants to leave, then yeah, sure. That's fine with me. If Fonzie Fonzie won't ever leave, but I don't think the kid will ever. He'll be here for the rest of his life, winning Champions Leagues after Champions Leagues. Coman had a storming game. He was composed in most outings. I think his best action in the game was the header. I don't think he had honestly, I think people are starting to really romanticize his performance. He wasn't that complete. He made a lot of weird passes, yeah, I think that's it. I don't mind Alaba leaving if he goes for 40 million. Maybe you should get the stripper from last year. No. Oh, you're talking about that girl? Oh, that was weird. That was awkward. Well, we're getting towards the end. I have to go back to school. Dang, I'm telling you, look, the amount of homework it's the first day. It's the first day, man. It's the first day. And now we're here. Oh, speaking of, do we have a backup left back? We have 2 backup left backs. Well, 2 players that can play a left back and center back now, technically. Alaba would be the main backup left back. Lucas Hernandez, no, because Alaba's going to be the main center back. Yeah. So, yeah, Lucas is a better left back than Alaba. Don't crucify me for that. But this guy, I always said it. I thought we were buying him to be a left back. He'd fit all of them, to be honest. He reminds me of Ramos and how they started. He'll be a center back, but I don't know. I hope Lucas Hernandez can get himself in next season, and he will get the opportunities. And by in, I mean he stays fit. Because when he starts staying more and more fit, and he starts understanding the tactical requirements that Hansi Flick is throwing at him, then we can have a real player on our hands. But yeah, thank you everyone so much for watching. Today's been a good day. Should we buy Perisic? That's a good question. We should ask Bayern's board that. Yeah, I think we should. But we should also... Yeah, I don't know. 20 million? No, that's too much money. He's 31. Well, I think we should just buy a younger winger, someone that wants. Will a young winger want to be at Bayern and be on the bench? Yes, you're in the Champions League winning team, and you'll get. Szoboszlai wouldn't be on the transfer list for Bayern. We're not linked to him yet. I think we would be. I mean, we'll be linked to him. See, that's the thing with Bayern. We're always linked to everyone. Like last minute, like Bayern tried to get me, Sané in 2016. Bayern tried, didn't happen. De Bruyne, Bayern didn't. But like we're always linked, right? It's always linked. Always linked. Well. All right, whoever. All right, thank you everyone so much for watching. Let's do that. Yeah, ad inserted. Mia san mia and peace.